Hello, this is FG back with you for Ambinar. Today we are continuing with the Eltikan campaign. This will likely be a shorter episode than the previous one, just because I wanted to get the whole sort of uniting Eltikan out of the way in a single episode, since I think that works a little bit better. Alright. After many battles fought, cities conquered, and good men laid to rest, the Keonii have finally been pushed to subservience. As Fasiri soldiers begin making the treacherous journey back to the capital, the word of peace spreads throughout the homelands. We have won. Now, what is left to do? A thought comes to the mind of Galandos I. We must journey to Rigodi once more and climb its peak. The Fasiri people have long been a disjointed community of tribes, unable to find peace. Only in our greatest peaks of power have we seen a tribe unite us all, shortly followed by a steep decline. What we can show here is something more than just conquest. It is unification, along with stability. As Galandos I descends down Rigodi, he feels an overwhelming sense of righteousness, fighting for the cause of his people. As he addresses the myriad soldiers he himself has assembled, he raises his hand to the sky. Long live Austin Foss. Change graphical culture to Keonii. Alright, we get Alright. The Keonii have a long ingrained culture and heritage, with strong ties to republicanism and their elected leaders, as well as a belief in city-states as the basis of all civilization. It came to them as quite a shock that our king had subjugated their former states, leading to a different order and tradition replacing theirs. While stubborn, we know they are not averse to reason as we begin integration efforts between our cultures and show them we are worthy of ruling Eltikan and all of the peoples within it. Though we have unified the cities of the Keonii under our king, we have not yet unified their people. Not even a single city views our rule as legitimate. Their craftsmen refuse to contribute to the kingdom, their nobility rejects our land claims, and the philosophers refuse to even acknowledge our religion. It will be an arduous journey to appease all the cultures and solidify our legitimacy across the regions. But just how Aosiki united all of the Fasiri, so will he and his descendants unify all the Keonii. Alright. Are we building workshops everywhere? Yes. I'd rather have the workshop be built. Alright. I guess we can just take things. Yeah, let's curtail the notables. Let's do expanded royal court. We're a little bit behind since we were a tribe for so long. Yeah. And we'll do Warcry of the Steppes. Alright. Let them in quickly. How many men do ARPA Fighter have? Only 1,000, but they're allied to Amion, which is an issue. Especially now that we actually have people on the mainland that will fight us. Next, we can do the first steps. The Keonii reaction to our conquests has been overwhelmingly negative, as they have clung to their old values of city-states being the basis of all civilization. They are baffled that we so-called barbarians dare rule over their lands, and they refuse to cooperate to come to a mutual agreement where they can live peacefully under our rule. Their hate must be met with diplomacy and compromise if we are to prevent a large-scale revolt on the entire eastern side of Eltikan. In order to find a resolution to quell the anger the Keonii have against us, we must first begin talks with the ones who are willing to speak with us. We have been told that our conquest and eradication of their city-state rule of governance has made the people resent our presence among them, for they believe their philosophy to be superior to our religion. Another problem is the outlook towards the Fasiri, as they believe us to be barbarians unfit to rule them, with their sophisticated worldview. The process of finding a solution to this issue will be a long one, but as we recruit more and more Keonii, it will be easier to find the root of all the problems besetting our rule. Alright, so with the threats to Eltikan secured, we can focus on the expansion of our untamed ancestral Fasiri land to ensure our lands prosper and cities expand. So much wealth lies beneath the hills and highlands, ripe for extraction and to be put to use to further our goals. A strong heartland will ensure our people grow and prosper, allowing us to pursue a new age of unity not seen before in all of our lands. Alright, so we want to throw that down here. And that down here. And then development here. Here we want all right. As it is mostly the cities that are settled by the Keonii, much of the other land are left neglected due to the difficulty of protecting them from the death wind. With our conquest, we should move our people eastward to settle the unused land, bringing our goods and kindness to the once oppressed Kimaban people. Once they see our hospitality and much better treatment of them, they will surely not join the revolts against us. And through continued loyalty, they may gain representation within the new kingdom. So, through the what people? Kimaban. As our people move into the relatively uninhabited rural parts of the region of Eltikan, Dagakian, and Kanos, they were met with many responses. At first, the few inhabitants in the land were angered by the presence of the Fasiri, but as they noticed that we brought our crafts to improve the community and treat the people with kindness, their outlook changed. Together with the Kamanis, our people have established many new settlements and made life easier for each other, unlike how the Dagaban treated them. The Kimaban of Kanos were especially surprised by how nobly our people had acted towards them compared to their previous overlords, allowing for a prosperous future for the both of us. Finally, a good audience. Alright, that's them, and now we need mages. Magocratic administration, so we need loyalty of 50, influence of 40. Yeah, we can do that. Should have done that before I developed it, but that is fine. How many men does Amion have? 43,000, Tech 8, or Tech 9. 5, still 2 more cavalry. We do need to full core some stuff. Understanding the Keonii. As we have spent more time living us along the Keonai, sorry, we have begun to find the gripes against our leadership over them. In order to gain a better understanding with them, we should do our best to cultivate friendly contacts who can give us information on how best to integrate the rebellious people. In our meetings with the few cooperative Keonai, we have found that there are no Fasiri living within the great cities of Eltikan, preferring to live in the rural country as they always have. The majority of the city dwellers are appalled by the notion of being ruled under a kingdom rather than their city-states, which they hold a strong sense of nationality towards. Their autonomy and independence has been reduced, upsetting the balance of power in the East, leading to a deep resentment against the Fasiri. We must restore the balance among the Kaons, improve the legitimacy of Gandelos I and all of his descendants. I can do that eventually. Clergy loyalty is 60 or greater. That will be done. Build an extra Carrick. And fortunately, we cannot just avoid fighting Amion forever, as nice as that would be. Do this. And support. Oh yeah, I didn't remove that privilege. Sure. That, go back that way. You know what, let me build a spy network up in there, because I'm going to need to steal maps so I can get over there. Right. I'm going to skill 3 Inquisitor for half off. Prestige, sure, trade is fine. What the fuck just happened? Alright. That was dumb. Please, for the love of God. Just... Alright, there we are. So we can throw and enforce religious unity there, and one right there. Do prestige. Religious strife. The long-standing atheistic traditions of the Kaonai have been stubbornly closing off their hearts from accepting our faith across the mountains. With our clergy joining together, we can push conversion efforts across the cities, proclaiming Gotieri as the true faith of the known world, one undivided true to its beginning. Right, so... we're gonna have to go get those done. War Cry of the Steppes, obviously. For all those juicy cavalry buffs. And this needs a fort. Right. Actually, we can go ahead and evocation. Do a ammunition, shock and all. We want to win battles. That's their 8,000 to our 5,000. Okay, that's not bad. And then we want to steal maps of the Cleve Sea Coast. Hurrah! Alright. Words cannot describe how much I hate these borders, but gotta live with them for the moment. I got a discipline advisor if I can. I'm gonna try and siege down Amy on itself. That was also a thing I was doing. Okay. Amy on. Let me also go ahead and declare war on them. Alright, so what I want from them is pretty much everything. Should be everything. Proclaim them as our vassal. Hurrah! Alright, gotta come back. And we gotta head right this way. Alright, boats, go this way. Next we need Mage's Influence to be higher. I'll build a Mage Tower, sure. Expensive request, but not the worst. We are now a kingdom, which is excellent. Our ruler's a conqueror, also good. Throw some religious unity edicts down. That can come off. This one can come off. That one can go off. Alright, we now have all of Eltikan full chord, which should be good for us in terms of full cores for quite a while, actually. Yeah, I'll take that. And then we're gonna have to go... Ooh, don't do that. Head back to Amion. Grab the Admiral. What else can we take? I'll take the mercenary one. That's unfortunate. How many men does Amion have left? A lot less than me is the answer. At 4.7, yeah, it's 4.7. I thought that was 47 for a minute, and I was Thinking, I don't think they have that many men. Yeah, we'll take that. Our lovely vassals can handle everything else. They all need to be on siege. So I need to improve relations with all of them. Excellent. Okay, so I want to take that province. And that's it, actually. Alright. Oh, I need to take that. That can be done. Alright, so we want those two provinces. Claim them as our vassal. Hurrah! And then... Oaksy... Alright. While the main settlements on Eltikan have been taken over, the Keonii have also settled the islands of the Cleave Sea in the eastern land they call the Devond. In order to eliminate any threat to our new unification, we must capture the islands, which will give easier access to reach the Keonii and Nikis. Medibahar. Alright, so we're gonna have to go fight them. No. Nobility can get strong duchies. Alright, what else can we get? Keonii land rights. Giving Keonii land rights will help solidify our rule in the cities and help us gain recognition of our rule among the nobility. Doing so will give us useful allies who in turn will align with our rule, allowing us to further begin the integration of each culture to finally achieve unity in Eltikan. With our grant of land rights to the Keonii nobility, we have gained very powerful allies, which will support our claims of rule all across Eltikan and beyond. Their collaboration has increased our military and diplomatic capabilities for the integration of every Keonii into our realm, and has begun the integration of their people into our army. They finally see eye to eye with us and will be more open to the embracement of our ways and faith. Our great lands are rich in all kinds of metal, and as our conquests grow, so does the need for more arms. The great city of Kirka was the heart of all metallurgy in Eltikan, but the Keonii refused to aid us. Their forges lay dormant. With a large influx of precious metals at their doorstep, we will revive the passion for the old craft of their city, letting them fulfill metalworking needs for our whole kingdom, and all of the riches that lie below it. Metalwork has played a grand part in Assyria history. Bronze armor and weapons have been skillfully crafted for centuries in Tiburana. A similar story plays out in Kerka, where they have shown their prowess in working with all sorts of ores. Unfortunately, the trivial Keonii stereotype of us being barbarians has clouded their perception of us to such a great extent that brothers in work could not see eye to eye with each other. Thus, we broke through the Kirkans by showing them our skill in the forge, not only by constructing great works, but also by establishing forges across the mines of Eltikan, where Kirkans and Tiburonans could finally bond. Now the Kirkans seem to have finally grown fond of our presence and the dedication we bring to their life and metallurgy. Alright. So now we no longer have the... We have the bad modifier here? Yeah, we do. How long till that's done? Okay. Do we need to build mage towers anywhere? Yes. We'll also wind ward the areas around it, which is good. Actually gonna build one here, here. Alright. And we can do... Not that yet. So we need to call the mages. Oh, we actually don't. The series shamans are different from most. What most people consider magic is what we have come to understand as the remnant of the blood and spirits of the kings of all heaven. Thus, out of respect for the lost lords of the world, we avoid using magic in politics, instead showing our prowess through our merits. While this has allowed our small population great prosperity through spells of growth and protection, our recent conquests have proven to us that shamans are a powerful tool to have in your court. With the recent pilgrimage to the Rigodi, we have also received the blessings of our true lord to use the essence of the dead lords for our benefits. Now is the time to begin the integration of spells and magic into the management of our kingdom. Ability influence is lower than 45. Yep. Alright. Okay, tech. All of these areas are going to get wind warded as well, which is good. These ones will get wind warded. Okay. So, Kimabin, we can develop this province. Oh, no. Yes, it's this one. Purge development. Yeah. Alright. Now have an even better war wizard. And Battle Mage Academy. we don't have any special spells. At least at the moment. Oh, I should have built a mage tower there. Yeah. Alright. That has a fort now. The Azure Death comes. Okay, these guys can go right there. Go ahead and make sure that everyone's in place before we start our war. Okay. Religion-wise, we're looking pretty good. This needs one last development, and then we can do advancement efforts. Alrighty. And that is where I'm going to end this episode. I want to thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.